Well, hello, my fellow Librans, and welcome. My name is Alyssa. This is my channel of New Direction, and this is a new moon in Pisces reading. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time here, thanks so much for dropping in. And if you are returning, you know how much I love you, so thanks for coming back. All right, guys, so what we're talking about today is another powerful new moon, and this is a new moon in Pisces. This is a really great time to get clear on the intentions that we are setting. Piscean energy have the tendency to really doubt themselves and their big, beautiful dreams. So this is a good time to be self-accountable for that belief in self, guys. Journaling is a great way to become clear and prepared for the dreams that you are manifesting. So take the time with this new moon to get clear on the intentions that you are manifesting. Piscean energy is often, oh my gosh, let me talk properly here. Piscean energy can oftentimes be very self-sacrificing, okay? So this new moon cycle is a great time to really figure out where you're struggling to pursue your dreams or your happiness or your desires or goals or whatever the case may be, out of fear of how that's going to affect others. Okay, so where are you not stepping in boldly to the life that you are feeling is calling you because of how that is going to affect others? All right, we're keeping it real as always here today, so that might feel like a bit of a challenge too underneath this Piscean energy, because the Pisces kind of have that tendency to look at the things that they love through rose-tinted glasses. Okay, so we got to be real here, guys. We got to be real. So we are starting with the energy oracle. We are going to pull the energy of the heart of the matter with this new moon in Pisces. We're going to pull the intentions that we are being asked to kind of set and get clear in, and we're going to pull the energy of the change that we need to be putting in motion. So this is for Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Maybe you just got a lot of Libra in your chart. Maybe it's for a cross watcher. But keep in mind, it is a general reading, so it certainly won't fit for everybody. Keep what fits and leave the rest, my friends. All right, one more shuffle. This is for Libras with this new moon in Pisces spirit. What is the heart of the matter here for the Libras for this new moon in Pisces? Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Rest and rejuvenation strategy. There's that energy of journaling, guys. Libras, this is important this month. Rest and rejuvenation strategy. Caring connections. Okay. All right, intentions that Libra need to be setting and getting clear in within this new moon. Thank you. The yin and the yang. We came up with the yin side. So really connecting here to the inner voice, to the inner guidance, to the inner knowing. Okay, and the energy here of the change being put in motion here by the Libras. Thank you. We have attachment. I'm getting a call to pull one more. Okay, yeah, see, I knew one more needed to come out. Fifth chakra, communication. All right, we have the thinking woman. Oh my gosh. Holy shit. Okay, divine feminine energy. Check this out. We have a thinking woman on the bottom of the deck. You know, this is divine feminine energy that is going forward, expanding knowledge, okay? Kind of doing that evolution within inside of self, really expanding that knowledge, I feel, within intuition, within inner guidance, within inner knowing. Behind that, we have a woman holding a heart. Here's divine feminine energy again. And remember, that is not gender specific, guys, okay? Divine feminine energy is talking about inner knowing, inner guidance, okay? Divine masculine energy is our actions, our outward side, and that divine feminine energy is our inner knowing. Now, certainly you can apply that back to, you know, a divine feminine holding her heart here. We also have the divine feminine holding a coin. Here's worthiness. Here's abundance. Here's tangible. That's interesting. And appreciation behind that. Okay, wow. That is a whole heck of a lot of divine feminine energy. And I feel like the divine feminine is, you know, the reason that energy I feel is so strong right now is because that is what we're really getting clear and connecting on. You know, it's that Piscean kind of a new moon is like where maybe we have doubted that divine feminine energy. And here it's just connecting to that intuition and that inner guidance on such a strong kind of level, maybe where we haven't in the past, right? All right, so we're going to pull the animal spirit oracle here for the heart of the matter. Thank you. Hummingbird, be here now. That's beautiful. And the moth spirit, wow, surrender now. Be here now and surrender now. Very powerful. Okay, intentions being set here. Okay. A bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. That's interesting. This bat spirit has come out actually in quite a few of these readings. And I feel that that's really what's happening, you know, with this powerful new moon in Pisces. I feel the reason this bat spirit has made its way through is because there is such a rebirth to happen within so many different people's journeys. I mean, it's certainly not going to apply to the same aspects of growth to everybody, but within everybody's journeys right now, I think there is this call to really come forward here and express this new level of rebirthing within inside of us. The changes here. Thank you, Spirit. Take the leap of faith with the grasshopper spirit. All right. Okay, Libras, bring your ideas to life here with the electric eel on the bottom of that deck. We're going to pull some Moonology too here before we really get into this. Last shuffle here. This is for Libra. What do we got for Libra, Spirit? Heart of the matter here. Adjustments are required, the third quarter moon. Absolutely. Intentions. Thank you, Spirit. The energy is gaining momentum. And the change is being put into motion. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. We have the full moon in Capricorn. We had one flip over here too. Okay. Oh, and that one. So we have the full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We have you are good enough, the full moon in Virgo. Don't let your past hold you back, the south node, and hold your vision, the fixed moon. All right, Libras. Well, have faith in your dreams. Look at that. Bring your ideas to life. Have faith in your dreams. And the thinking woman all at the bottom of the deck here. These are all the bottoms. Okay, all the underlyings here. There is growth here. There is forward movement. There is some sort of expansion here within the way that you have been thinking. Okay, some sort of ideas, dreams, but something coming to life here. Something that you are expanding. I really, really like that. It could even just be this energy within inside of self, right, Libra? Where we are expanding that knowledge even further, okay? All right, rest and rejuvenation, strategy, and caring connections here for the heart of the matter. I do feel like as much, be here now, right? Be here now. There are some adjustments that are required here, and that can be within our own energy space. Certainly when the moth spirit comes out with this energy of surrendering, and the adjustments are required here. I feel like this is almost the energy in which we're just being, the adjustments that are required here is just to be at peace. Right? Just to allow what needs to happen to unfold, to happen, because adjustments are still required. So that we don't necessarily know, is that our adjustments that need to be that are required, or is there adjustments within the exterior forces here, in which we just need to kind of rest, pause, and wait. Right? Strategy here, that's that journaling, setting intentions. That's a really big one, especially for this new moon kind of energy. Setting those intentions, writing down those strategies, writing out that kind of clear focus so that what is actually going on in our brain hits the 3D world when we put it on paper. Okay? Some sort of caring connection here for sure. We're dealing with something here, guys. And keep in mind that caring connection certainly doesn't have to be a romantic connection like in this. Okay, it's just talking about connections. All right, so let's see here. Ten of Wands, Five of Swords, Page of Cups. There's some sort of, there's a shift here, Libras, okay? And I feel with this Five of Swords, it's interesting enough that Five of Swords has come out in quite a few readings as well. And that Five of Swords, I've always kind of thought had the ability to very much be self-sabotaging. Okay, where our own fears and our own worries and our own mind fuckery can kind of get in our way. Right? It can be very challenging for us to see clearly, challenging for us to move forward here. But the energy of self-sabotaging is truly actually self-defense. Okay? Where there's certain things from our past that have wounded us or have hurt us, and our defense mechanisms have built have built up some sort of structure here to like be like, okay, well, you know, this is going to hurt us this way, so we need to kind of defend ourselves and do it this way, right? And that's kind of the energy here of the Five of Swords. And there needs to be some sort of release from this communication of what you are putting into the universe. One, how you are communicating to self, but two, how you are communicating to the actual situations around you. You know, there needs to be the Ten of Wands, or you got to let some burdens go here. Okay, there's some sort of, I even hear like cynical. You know, this can be like cynical and kind of like very critical thinking. And there needs to be a shift here with inside of self. You know, you got to let some things go, some past stuff go, especially because the Page of Cups is here. You know, that's new hope. That's new beginning. It can certainly be new love cycles, something new beginning here. But in order for this Page of Cups to really come into be, I feel that Five of Swords definitely needs to be addressed. Let's get a clarifier. Ten of Wands gets the Knight of Cups. Five of Swords gets the King of Swords, and the Page of Cups gets the Queen of Wands, Five of Cups, and Eight of Cups. Wow. Yeah, you see, I feel like in order for new love, in order for new opportunities, in order for new emotional fulfillment to come in, Libra, you gotta release yourself from something that we're still holding on to, you know, and that just kind of comes from, again, those adjustments that are being required, and really truly surrendering self over to the divine here, you know, allowing yourself just to find the peace of where you are at, right? All right, sorry guys, my kids just got back from their walk, so anyway, we were interrupted. All right, so this Ten of Wands clarified by the Knight of Cups. You know, this is about moving forward, something coming in, okay? It could be where somebody reaches out to you, expresses kind of some sort of new opportunity of love, but I do feel that there is cycles coming to an end. So as these cycles come to an end, as you acknowledge that, okay, I'm not holding this burden, I'm not taking this with me anymore, I'm releasing myself from this, you open yourself up to these new opportunities, you open yourself up to this new kind of love, right? These new opportunities. And that's even just allowing spirit to bring in, you know, you shift the alignment within your life, you shift the vibrations, and therefore you open those vibrations up to attract and bring in that kind of, you know, it can certainly have a romantic connection, for sure, but it doesn't, again, those are just opportunities, beginnings that emotionally excite you, emotionally make you feel happy. The Five of Swords here was clarified by the King of Swords. And to me, this is about the energy of being very crystal clear on that kind of past thinking. Right? You got to keep in mind too, though, that King of Swords can have, in a distorted energy, can be very cold. Okay. Kind of like that, kind of like just that energy of like almost keeping things at bay just so nothing comes in. And that's, you know, when we're talking about accountability, especially with the new moon cycle here, when we are being accountable for the energies is where we are putting out. It's where, you know, it can again be that cynical kind of energy. Right? And being very accountable for where you're maybe cynically thinking, right? Okay, well, that can't possibly happen to me, or blah, 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 or that possibly can't come in, right? And we need to be very accountable for that kind of energy. We need to be accountable, you know, and journaling, it's interesting that it's underneath this journaling energy, because I do feel like that's where, you know, you can get kind of clear, read what you're writing down and be like, okay, where am I being cynical? Where am I, you know, where is that cynical thinking coming from, just defending myself, right? Like protecting my own space because, you know, in the past, something like this would have really wounded me, or something like this didn't work out. And where am I holding that kind of situation towards the rest of my life now? Right? You know what I'm saying? The Page of Cups here clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. Because this Page of Cups, like this is new emotion. It's interesting that it came right underneath the caring connections, right? Could be new beginnings. Could be opening yourself up to new romantic relationships. For sure, there is that tendency. But look at this. The Queen of Wands is that divine feminine energy that finds spark and inspiration within inside of self. okay? Authenticity within inside of self, this energy of light within inside of self. And in order to allow yourself to begin some sort of new emotional connection, new emotional beginning, whether that's a romantic relationship or not, there's this need to find light within inside of self. The Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups were behind that, you see? And there is emotional baggage here that is kind of still lingering. And the Five of Cups is disappointment, despairing energy, right? Maybe where situations in the past haven't worked out. But it's acknowledging here that you got to walk away from that shit, right? The broken cups, the missed opportunities, even just that heartbreak, whatever that may look like. This is about walking past that and acknowledging that those situations actually grew you into a queen who can hoist these life lessons above her head and go forward here, right? Inspired, change, co-creating, manifesting. This is a very intuitive energy. Okay, you can even see she has her black cat here, right? So this is a very intuitive energy, and I feel like there is this intuitive connection, with new beginnings. For a lot of, I do feel even like there could be that energy of just like knowing that this new beginning is coming, knowing that there's some emotional new beginning that is taking place, that is forming. But in order for you to really grow in and grow this kind of new opportunity, it's almost like this unknowing, like it's almost like you don't know what's coming, you don't know what the new beginning is, but you know that there has to be the healing done for that past energy, right? For that past pain. You know that there's this need to really like finish the hurt out, because whatever's coming needs you to have that healed, right? The intentions you are setting, look, the yin and the yang, balance. A rebirth is assured. And here is the energy gaining momentum, like we were just talking about, right? I do feel like there is this acknowledgement that something powerful is coming. And when the yin is up, that is talking about, again, that intuitive connection, again, that inner knowing, that inner voice. Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Ace of Swords. Yeah, see, this new beginning, it again comes from this balance. Look at that. Two of Pentacles, the yin and the yang. I feel like this, the intentions being set here is that this rebirth is about finding this balance towards this happiness. I feel like there's just a new way. And this Four of Wands can be talking about, certainly like relationships coming together, families coming together, soulmate connections coming together again. But it's this balance within inside of self, I feel, that shifts drastically. The Ace of Swords is about this kind of new download, this new thought within inside of self. And Libra, I feel like that's really the intentions that are setting here, is the clarity within inside of self. It's like, yes, okay, you want the happily ever after, you want all the good things, but really where you're at, the intentions you're setting right now is just to find that balance and that clarity within inside of self, right? Within your own energy. It's like the energy is gaining momentum. And now more than ever, you're like, okay, I need to go forward like this bat, very much connected to my intuition. Because the bat goes through these dark tunnels. The bat can't see, right? It's all off of their sonic hearing or their intuition, right? Two of Pentacles gets the Eight of Wands. Four of Wands gets the Six of Cups. And the Ace of Swords gets the Page of Swords. Yeah. Okay, so this Four of Wands, as I was saying, could have that soulmate kind of connection. And then it was clarified by the Six of Cups. So it definitely could. I feel like it's almost as though what you are beginning here, the intentions that you are setting is what you are beginning is going to be that kind of strong relationship. The energy in which you are bringing in, if this for some of you is a new relationship or something like that, I do feel like what is growing here for you is like this balance of like, okay, my happiness, like that starts from within inside of myself, but the happiness in which I create in my own world is ultimately going to bring in some sort of connection that is going to also understand what that happiness is, also understand what that kind of self-growth looks like, and this is a brand new kind of process for the Libras here. I feel like with this Ace of Swords and this Page of Swords, like there's clarity and truth and new beginnings here, but it's about like really kind of taking this clarity, taking this truth for what it is, and really learning how to apply it now going forward. right? It's like where this Libran energy is just like finding all of these positive changes, and in this kind of phase of just learning how to put that higher thinking, learning how to put that inner guidance into their everyday action, into their everyday steps, right? The energy is gaining momentum here. So I do feel like for some Libras, I mean, certainly there can be this connection, whatever it is, again, whether that's a romantic connection or a platonic connection or just even some connection within a career based, something that I feel is very soul led though. I feel like the intentions you are setting here is just to find the balance, you know, find that balance with inside of self that ultimately like brings this higher vibration, brings in all of these like new positive beginnings. And it's just things that I feel the intentions you are setting is how crystal clear you are towards what this kind of happiness is, you know, what that kind of life looks like, right? All right, so the change is being made here. We have attachment. A change is being set into motion. We have the attachment and the fifth chakra. We have the leap of faith. The end of a tough cycle approaches. You are good enough. Don't let your past hold you back, and hold your vision. You know, there is some sort of new beginning, I feel, that's taking place here. Oops. Knight of Pentacles with this attachment energy. Two of Swords and the Devil. Fifth chakra gets the Moon, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You know, there has been something here with this attachment, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Devil. There has been something here that has been very hard for you, Libra, to let go of. Okay. And I feel like, I mean, it could have been relationships. It could have been low vibration thinking. It could have been people. It could have been a whole bunch of things, right? And there has been a lot of work here put into changing this with inside of yourself, because we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Swords with the Devil here. Okay, clarifying this attachment. So I feel like here, this is the energy where you've put in a lot of steps. Okay, you're really going forward here. You've really, you know, opened yourself up to this new kind of way of learning. You really like maybe even evaluated, okay, where have I been stuck? What are, you know, it's like even that accountability of where you've been stuck holding on to some sort of low vibration, right? Yeah, the Emperor here goes with, it's like you just got clear, okay? There was changes that need to be made here. It hasn't been a fast movement by any means, but it was where you got very sure on like, okay, I need to take control here. I need to be the one in charge of the direction that I'm moving. I need to be the one in charge. Like you weren't just going to be this bystander now, like just attached for no reason, right? Like very clear on that. The Star, the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Yeah, you know, I feel like this is where, again, that Fool and that Grasshopper take the leap of faith, right? Here it is, taking the leap of faith, right? And I feel like that's really what, like you're connecting here to the divine, okay? With this attachment, you're connecting here to the divine. And I feel like blessings and prayers and maybe certain things are just starting to align for you. And now you can see these Ace of Pentacles, you know, maybe where you've been stuck here looking at opportunities of the past. And that Ace of Pentacles is that cup that's still waiting here for you to kind of see, you know, and in order to really see this cup of opportunity, in order to really like accept this pentacle and grow it into what it needs to be, it's being, you know, it's continuing to take the steps here to release yourself from where you've been trapped, from the attaching energy. I feel, yeah, look at that. The Devil gets the Magician. You're taking control here, right? You're taking the power back here, Libra. And that, you know, the end of the tough cycle approaches here, you know, and that low vibration can even, you know, that energy of don't let your past hold you back. Don't let that past low vibration energy hold you back. Don't let what has kept you stuck or small or limited in the past be what continues to keep you stuck. Be what, you know, continues to attach you here to low vibration energy, right? Take the leap of faith here. Open yourself up to the divine. The communication here, the fifth chakra, was the Moon, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You know, and it's interesting because I almost feel like the communication here is like the Moon and the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Here's that divine feminine energy. To me, it's almost like communicating really that you want that kind of happiness. To me, it's like, I don't know if I don't know. The moon is kind of like fears and worries, and a distorted energy, that moon energy can often be where we're fearing and worried about, like, the opportunities to come. And I kind of feel like this is maybe where, we fear actually, like, communicating that we have faith that that kind of happiness is coming for us. The Queen of Swords here, like, that's that divine feminine energy of the Librans here, right? Yeah, see, the moon gets the 5 of Wands. 10 of Cups gets the 3 of Wands. Yeah, and the Queen of Swords gets the 9 of Pentacles. That's exactly it. Like, this communication is where, Libra, you got to communicate. You can't be cynical in the communication that you are putting out there, especially to yourself. The moon gets the 5 of Wands. Like, it is going to be challenging to trust the Lord here. It's going to be challenging to trust the divine here, but you got to do it. Right? You got to hold yourself to this. You got to put that kind of communication back out in the world. Like, I get it. Right now, I can't see how this is going to go, but I trust the Lord, right? This happiness, that it is for you, okay? But in order to walk and find that kind of emotional happiness, you got to have the faith that you can walk your own path, okay? Queen of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles here. Because the Queen of Swords here is that divine feminine energy of self, and the 9 of Pentacles is where you are being very accountable for the energy in which you allow within your space, okay? Being accountable for the energy within your own garden, The 9 of Pentacles is about feeling wholesome and fulfilled and abundant, right? Within your world, within your energy space. But you got to be accountable for that too. Right? You have to be accountable for the healthy energy that you are feeding your garden. You got to be accountable for what you are watering within your garden. Okay? Queen of Swords, you got to be clear on that. Right? All right, Libras. Well, let's pull a Untethered Soul here to finish this off. I do want to mention I am doing personal extendeds for this reading as well. So that is a $30 reading, really where we dive into looking at what your personal energies are, as far as like what's being influenced, what's being affected, the changes that you can make on a very personal level. So yeah, if you're interested in that, everything you need to know about that is in the description box. How you can get in touch with me. All right, let's see. This is for the Libras. One last shuffle here. For the Libras here, thank you. If you are living every experience fully, then death doesn't take anything from you. Wow. If you are living every experience fully, then death doesn't take anything from you. Well, Libras, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That certainly helps my growing channel here. If you found resonation within this message or within any of my messages, always be sure to drop a yellow heart in the comment section or a sunflower emoji, okay? At the end of every month, I draw a name for a free personal read, and I take all of the comments that have been left throughout that month, and any of them that have a yellow heart or a sunflower emoji, those are entered as ballots to win a free personal reading. So if that's something that you would be interested in, be sure to drop your yellow heart or sunflower emoji. All right, guys, well, until next time, take great care of your beautiful souls, Libra. All my love. Bye now.